Hello, I'm Michael Hammett. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Building Phoenix Show. We're on location at Regency House, a 1960s residential high-rise that has been standing watch over Central Avenue for almost 50 years. And now its residents are making sure it stands strong and proud right here for generations to come. In the 1960s, Regency House on Central Avenue, one of Phoenix's first residential high-rises, was known as our governor's mansion because it was home to Arizona's 13th governor, Jack Williams. Today, this piece of Phoenix history is being restored to its original glory, thanks to passionate residents like Diane.
The building itself has been here since 1964, and at some point, every home needs to be renovated. We've taken on each project as we've needed to, so that way it's not everything all at once.
The first phase focused on the interior community spaces with help from award-winning designer Libby Copeland, who just happens to live in the building.
Well, this is the lobby of the Regency House. It was renovated in 2005. The building was built in 1964. And it needed updating pretty drastically by 2005.
Libby modernized the spaces while hanging on to original touches.
Some of the basic things in here, the mahogany paneling and the bronze mirrors on the walls, were retained because they architecturally look great.
And she enlisted her neighbors to gather vintage photos to tell the story of Phoenix, on display throughout the building.
We were able to get 76 different pictures of historic downtown Phoenix.
This current phase of construction goes beneath the shiny surfaces, 35 feet below street level.
It involves a variety of scopes of work, including mechanical, electrical, and structural renovations to the building. Structural, there's three components to the structure. We've got joist repairs, which are sections of the garage deck that have shown some wear and tear over the years with the traffic and the age of the building. So we're basically excavating or removing portions of the joist very scientifically, replacing that with concrete. This concrete is very expensive. It's got a lot of ingredients. There's silica fume, there's water repellents, and fly ash and other ingredients that make it very strong, and actually stronger than the concrete around it. A joist is a piece of concrete about that wide, and it's about 1.5 feet in depth, and it's just supports that run in between larger beams. And this is very common in downtown buildings from our experience, with buildings having planters around the building. And over time, the waterproofing is going to deteriorate, and so then those need to be refreshed. We've had a chance to review the existing documents, and the garage, again, is a pan deck system where they'll put up wood forms, pour the concrete, remove the forms, move to the next level. The panels that you see behind me were cast in the same exact way, much like these exposed aggregate walls that we have here that's forming with concrete. And the craftsmanship on these panels is excellent.
The expansive cantilevered patios are rock solid and look like they are floating on air. The building's original architect, George Schoneberger, 84 and going strong, was thinking function as much as design.
That was part of it because we wanted to make sure that the occupants would have an opportunity to not just be behind glass, but actually be within the atmosphere of the city of Phoenix. We worked hard to get that, and then to carry over in the shading of the one below.
Schoneberger, the former chair of the city's planning commission in the 60s, is happy with the work being done on his building. And he said he always knew downtown Phoenix would catch up to his high-rise vision.
Oh yes, we did indeed. As a matter of fact, we look forward to having that happen in downtown Phoenix, and I can see that it has.